dear listener, it's been one heck of a ride. Last part of the tape, our wayward ferret shifter came home. She's down a ferret body, but she's got a new school of magic at her disposal, along with a new cohort by the name of Savvy. Didn't take long for Reeza to get into an unfortunate misunderstanding with Hazel, the new hound of the Gaslight Shifters. I watched Reeza go from getting launched through a window to wielding a giant pair of gauntlets with magic I know ain't hers. Before we could investigate the situation further, Ripper called me with a case that even our good Madeline has asked us to look into. Turns out, there's a creepy mannequin that can literally drink a supernatural dry. And it sees me and Reeza as the dessert cup. The creepy mannequin springs towards me. I backstep out of its reach, but I can still feel the breeze from its slashing paw as I crash into the ground. My blood sings with abyssal magic. I command the garbage ants, yes, that's what I am calling them, to make a shield. A sheet of solid steel forms around my arm. The leech springs at me again, wrapping its fingers around my shield. And suddenly I'm feeling really heavy.
Give unto the leech. Oh, is this a street magician? Oh, such delicate flavors. Abyssal magic? Oh, my lady will reward us greatly for this.
You need to buy me at least 3 drinks before you talk about my flavors. I raise my hand to call a new spell. Something about ferrets? I don't know. I feel my consciousness bleeding off as the shield crumbles. The last thing I see before darkness starts to haul me into the land of fluffy pillows with bottles of rum tucked all around is Reeza's super shotgun.
Leech this!
Ah!
Thanks, Reeza. I was almost... Whoa. Okay. Still kind of woozy.
Thank my shotgun. Always comes through in a pinch.
I think we're still getting pinched here.
Sorry, little shifter. The magic generously given by your sister means we get your kind's healing speed. Quite handy. Now, for interrupting our first meal, you are next.
Valentine, help!
Alright, you Ash and Hells. Come on.
Oh, our touch may not have stripped the magician, but it will be a moment before he can call forth his magic. You, on the other hand, shifter, your magic is ours.
My connection back to the old magic resurges within me. I whisper, and the abyss hears me. I feel Anvarsary watching through her portal to the real world, and she seems pensive. I've dropped a house on the abyssal mutt, and she shrugged that off. Being spooked by a dollar store mannequin isn't exactly normal.
Oh, the end is come.
The end is... what? Normally you're on about Vin Diesel movies, and now you're making cryptic announcements like Threadripper on New Comic Book Day.
She has awakened. This creature is her first champion. Come to gather her offerings.
Fine, dandy. If it breathes, we can kill it.
No, this one should not touch you. It will strip you of your birthright and my power. It will be unstoppable. Wait. I know what we can do. How well do you remember the form Reeza took when she fought against me?
Let me concentrate on this one.
Shifter, you have no magic. You're dead inside. Just being sustained on borrowed spells. You taste of kale.
Come on, Hephaestus, I need you!
Wait. I can smell it on you now. Where did it come from? Ah, you burned us with Greek fire.
Help incoming, Reeza! A legion of ants pulls from my fingertips and begins to build the monster I need. A shifting, swirling doppelganger of Reeza rises up beside her. It raises a crafted fist to bump Reeza's waiting knuckles.
A team up with me? Nice.
Reeza slams her gauntlets together, sending a wave of heat forward. My construct follows suit. I feed it my memories of Reeza in combat. The fury, the raw power, the occasional Weasel War Dance. No, wait, not the Weasel War Dance!
What is that thing doing, Valentine?
The construct starts to hop to the side, pivots its hips, and starts thrashing its head. I call it the Weasel War Dance. Sorry, I let my mind wander.
Why did I bother helping you? I can't watch this anymore.
Only the rest is allowed to know that dance.
We will take this dance.
The leech leaps forward and joins hands with the construct. A magical force starts draining away as the construct dissolves into a pile of dead grey ants. Reeza rolls her eyes and pulls a grey cylinder from her satchel.
Magical flashbang, wisp of sunbeam. Let's get out of here.
Couldn't have said it better. Let's go!
What the hell was that?
Let's figure that out after we get somewhere not in range of whatever that was.
It's 1 a.m. Pretty sure we aren't getting a cab easy in the warehouse district. Slag it. Savvy, I'm coming in. Valentine's coming with me. Disable security systems.
You're coming in? What, have you got a secret base?
Don't
Wait, you do have a secret base?
say it.
Do you two have firefighter poles down to your secret underground lab?
Any idea how much money and effort it takes to put in a fire pole?
No, but it sounds like you do.
Savvy checked. It's out of our budget.
So the shifter that's just passing through has a warehouse that you considered putting fire poles in. You're starting something, aren't you?
Remember the Battle of Sanctuary?
We're calling it the Battle of Sanctuary already? Epic.
Fighting for the people of Sanctuary? Not being bound by the Accords? It was amazing. I was free, and I knew I was making a difference. Flak only let me fight when it benefited the pack. That used to be enough for me, but not anymore. So I found another way. I know there's gotta be more shifters who feel like us.
If you call yourself the Outsiders, I'm gonna insist you get a costume.
Sure, the amazing non-ferret girl and her wonderful toys.
Speaking of toys, you have to tell me about those gauntlets of yours.
Call them my ferret arms.
Still epic.
I was in a rough place after the Abyss. I was exiled from the pack. Larissa was researching ways to find my shifter form again. I couldn't keep her trying to fix me when I was broken. How could I fight when I wasn't part of a pack anymore? So I started diving into the lore books. You know how Nyx can manipulate the void?
He explained it once, made my head hurt.
There was a story about a shifter whose animal body was lost in a battle. Instead of giving up, he went and found that he could make pacts with other supernatural creatures. They'd imbue him with a bit of their own essence. These tokens become his new strength. These gloves and this bent metal keychain are the ones I've got so far.
The gloves, that's Hephaestus?
Yeah, he gave me his rage. I get angry, his power wakes up. The metal bar I'm still working on.
We arrive at a nondescript warehouse covered in hammered plywood sheets. The only sign I could see that belied its magical presence was the most god's-awful smiley face painted beside the door. And it had Anne's magical essence woven into it.
What? She offered to make a ward to ensure the non-magical community doesn't realize what this place is.
Come in!
Welcome to the Honeycomb Hideaway. Or Pack HQ. Still working on a real name for it.
The warehouse looks like it was some kind of assembly plant before Reeza took it over. Now it's sectioned off into various parts. Garage, dojo, mess, even some bunks in the back. A big yellow and black sign with the words Savvy's Labs, Stay Out hangs over the staircase to the second floor.
What happened to you two? You look rough.
We aren't even sure what that thing was. Looked like a mixture of glow sticks and an old mannequin from the bay.
Let me see your cam, Reeza.
Here, it was one hells of a fight. Maybe you can spot something.
I designed these cams for Reeza and any pack members that may get in trouble. Figure I can offer live support if I'm at HQ or can review afterwards. I like data.
That is ingenious. You're like Micro.
Aw, thanks.
I don't know if that's flirting, but I hate it.
As Reeza and Savvy watch the monitor, I peek around the workshop. I pick up a sketchbook in one corner and thumb through a few pages. One sketch, a copy of the symbol from outside, grins back at me, along with a side note, potential pack names. The Fuzzy Militia?
Hey, that's private.
Fuzzy Militia? Sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon gone horribly wrong.
Something an old friend said he'd call his pack if he got one.
Guys, I think I got something.
Amplify. Enhance. Rotate to port, Hal.
Computers don't work that way.
I feel like every crime show just lied to me. The play-by-play of our fight with Leech flicks past. He's fast. Blindingly fast.
Now, you see how he blinks like this?
I remember that part fondly. That's right before he tried to turn me into the world's biggest Krispy Kreme.
That's a pixie blink. No wonder you two missed it.
So he's still holding on to some of their magic.
Yes, and watch the second part.
I see Reeza's up-close and personal fight with Leech. His bruises and cuts seem to vanish in seconds.
In the heat of battle, shifters can heal from injuries almost instantly. Nobody knows exactly how it works, but they can't keep it going without shifting to their animal form. This creature doesn't have an animal body, but he's clearly retained some of that poor shifter's abilities.
When he steals their magic, he steals everything?
Yup. Think we can use this?
Yep. Valentine, can you get Threadripper to bring some equipment for Savvy?
On it. I need to make one more call.
We'll be here. Please say you're calling Eris.
What if I am?
She's good for you, Val. Don't screw this up.
Aye. Who says I'm gonna screw this up?
And Threadripper, 0 Day, half of Sanctuary.
And they have a sanctuary.
Hey, Finn.
Still feels strange to hear you call me that, darling.
Oh, I can call you something different. I'm sorry. I mean, I practiced saying it for a while, and it seemed okay, and it didn't seem to bother you when I said it before. And it's your name, so Darlin sounds kind of strange too, but I'm sure I'll get used to it if you really like it. Sorry. I'm gonna stop talking now. Anyway, so what's going on? Just calling to hear the sound of my voice?
Kind of. I just got out of a losing fight with a weird magical beastie.
What? Do you need me to come help?
Nah, I'm fine. This thing gobbles up magic. I don't want you putting your sister at risk.
Oh, I don't know. She's pretty tough, and she's more than happy to help out. She actually likes you.
I'm glad, but, it's still bizarre that she's living in your shadow all the time.
I told you, she can turn off her view of me at will, and she always does if I ask her to.
That's not what I was worried about. I just... Ash and Hells.
Finn, I don't think you were calling me to discuss Sussex. Ugh.
You're amazing, you know that?
Are you okay?
I was calling to say something bad was hunting me and worried I wasn't going to make our next date night. Forget I said that. Remember that blues joint we heard that siren at last month? She's playing again tonight. Let's go there.
You called me to say you were hunting something and ended with a date night? I suddenly understand why Threadripper gave up on your day planner. You are adorable. See you tonight.
Even Anne bet against me?
Even her magical talking furniture bet against you, Valentine.
So we just need to get Leech's attention.
Yep. Then lure him into Savvy's workshop.
Without him snacking on my magic and getting even more charged up.
Didn't say this is gonna be easy. You stay back, and I'll get close.
With that, Reeza ignites her gauntlets. I call up my wings and power up every enchantment I've got in my jacket. For good measure, I bring forth a few hundred ants and set them to building random objects. Basic idea is to light a magical bonfire and wait for that leech thing to come running. Alright, you manky little parasite, dinner bell's ringing. Come and get us.
Oh, goody. Whiskey roasted street magician. Oh, and faux shifter for me.
Okay, that was a little too effective. Reeza!
I'm on it!
Reeza, get down!
Pitiful magics. This isn't even scratching our Scotch guard.
Bollocks! Fall back!
Damn it!
Oh, lo and behold, I think I smelled the real banquet. A delicious full-bodied shifter, and a candy tech pixie inside this building. I smell them cowering upstairs. Maybe I'll start with them and finish with you two leftovers.
I don't think so.
Oh, think your little wings can slow us down?
Mate, I'm just the distraction.
Jackpot.
Reeza charges toward the leech, a wave of heat and power from her goggles pushing him backward. He slams against the wall, picks himself up, and spies the open door.
You think that hurts us? Shifter healing has made us durable. Here we come, little appetizers.
Okay, this next bit, it better work.
Savvy and Threadripper know what they're doing.
Let's get in there. Savvy's lab, last stand. Thread, Savvy.
Ready, boss! Firing up the lock spell.
What are you two up to? Snacks shouldn't be plotting. They should be patiently waiting to be eaten. Maybe with some parsley on the side.
Sorry, mate. You're on a diet.
Is that a Faraday cage? You dolt. You can't lure me inside that thing. Besides, I'm pure magic. That pitiful technology killer does nothing to me.
Ripper, get out!
Savvy, now!
Ripper blinks herself out of the workshop. Leech is still focused on the three of us still in his range. Suddenly, the larger Faraday cage Ripper and Savvy built along the walls of the lab dropped down.
What is this? We're so tired.
And that's the rub, mate. Shifters are notoriously bad at seeing the full picture. You sucked up the strengths and the weaknesses of whatever you gobble up. If you suddenly get a craving for shifter whiskey, that one's me. If you're wondering why you suddenly feel like gravity ain't your friend, you can thank the pixie you drank earlier. They go dormant in these cages without the connection of the magics that keep them alive and annoying. Regardless, you're done.
I must. No.
I can't believe that worked.
You suggested it.
Regardless, we got it on lockdown. Reese, I think we can drag Leech down to Last Mountain Lake and drop it in.
I was thinking let's just empty a few rounds of my shotgun into it and be done.
Who knows if that's enough? Let's load the creature into a smaller Faraday cage. We can let the supernaturals of the future deal with them.
It seemed to throw off a lot of what we did to it. Fine, let's get it loaded into the truck. Are you sure about this?
We've got to get some information out of this creature.
Any ideas on how to wake him up?
Let me talk to my friend. She seems to know more than either of us. Oi, Varsary.
You called?
How do we wake this thing up?
With magical beings such as these, I have found that a commanding exhortation to wake is effective.
Commanding Is that some kind of spell?
No, just lean in close and shout, "Wake up!"
That was my last resort. And my first one.
What in the seven hells are you two going on about?
Earlier, when we squared off against the leech, you said he was a champion for some lady. What exactly am I dealing with here?
Do you recall what Al Pacino said to Robert De Niro in Michael Mann's 1995 gangster epic Heat?
What? No?
Neither do I. If you wish to discuss these matters further, you must procure for me a copy of that movie. It is a masterful story of two lonely men both driven by their passion, destined to clash.
Yeah, sure, I'll stream it for you tonight.
Unacceptable! You must acquire the Ultra HD Blu-ray release with director's commentary and special features.
Oh, come on!
Talk to me when a copy of Heat is in hand. And I require orange cheddar flavoring on the popcorn.
Never should have tried that stuff.
Well, what's the deal?
She's not helping me until I meet certain disgusting conditions. Okay, let's get this beast talking. Are you ready? Alright, here we go. Wake up!
No need to shout. We hear you.
Listen to me, Leech. We've got you contained in this Faraday cage, and you're going to sit there and starve unless you give us some answers.
We do not answer to you. Do you take orders from your food? We think not.
So help me gods, you monster, I swear I'll... Reeza, what should I do?
No, please finish up your ineffectual threat. He's gonna crack any minute.
Oh, we like her. The care-favored one has your number, street magician.
Wipe that smirk off your face, you creepy bugger. Hold up, I have an idea. Reeza, can I borrow your bandana?
Okay.
And I've got a Sharpie in one of my pockets.
Oh, now we are shaking in terror. What will you do? Remove my face and draw a new one in its place?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
No, you may not. We forbid it.
And a little friendly smile, and there we go. How you feeling there, Leech fella?
Greetings, my friends. We are doing great. We are very comfortable in our cage.
Your idea. It actually worked.
Now, how's about you tell us why you're skulking around the city, draining its citizens?
Oh, of course, friend. Our lady wishes to destroy you. She sent me to take back what's rightfully hers.
Let's talk about that lady.
She was the first, and she'll be the last. With her return, your line of thieves is coming to a miserable end. Time to give up what you never owned, child of Prospero.
Child of who?
Child of Prospero. Oh my, we're sleepy again. This cage is like a warm, cozy bed. Good night, friends. It was nice to meet you.
Well, at least we got something out of him.
Don't worry, I'll know more this evening. After a very long movie and some terrible popcorn.
You have been listening to the Graveyard Tapes, Outcast, Part 2, written by Dustin Gray and Aidan Morgan. Audio engineering by Robin of Psychonautia. Produced by Aidan Morgan. With the voices of Chase Hunter as Valentine, Caitlin Sinnott as Reeza, Corey as Leech, Casey Glover as Savvy, Nikki Ewart as Mvasri, and Rick the Whitebird as Threadripper.
And here are some screams.